So, all right. So, I see a lot of mistakes when using shadow on most poster now, and I need to explain better how to make use of shadow, like that side. It's very essential to know where your light is coming from, so you definitely know where you can drop your shadow, your dark parts. Those things are very, 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 very important. So I think this is a better example of how to explain. I'll keep explaining it to probably when we understand how to make use of shadow better. So for now, this is the flyer, and let me take all of this off. Let me take this off. So we have this. Let me show you how this was done. So I'm going to refix the shadow so I can explain better. Let me take this off and this. So I'm taking out this layout so I can actually redesign it. You see that? Can you see? Taking this off, I'm taking this off as well, and also this side too. You see that I'm also taking this off. I think I have some shadows here. You see that? That's off, and I think that should be everything. So now let's start from the beginning. So now let's fix the shadow. First, you need to understand where your light is coming from. I've been saying that, and definitely this is where your light is coming from. This angle right here, like this angle, that's where your light is coming from. So now let's just work on putting in the shadow. So let's see. I just come over here and create a new layer under this, and the brush, this is our brush here. You can increase it, reduce it anyhow you want, fix your shadow anyhow you want it. Let's just create something. Let's make this a little bit like dark. Can you see that? Can you see? So now we are going to do the shadow proper so I can explain it better now. So let's take off this and this, and let's do this. So now I want the shadow to actually be on this building here, this block. So what we're going to do is this. Let's look for this block. This is where the block is. So we are going to create a layer and do that. So now let's work on this. We need to make this. Now we can work on this. So because this is where the light is coming from, so definitely they need to be shadow around this side. They need to be shadow. Let me increase this a little bit. You can see that very, very easy. You just need to drop it. You don't need to hotter this too much. Just find a way to put it around the side. I'm using a mouse. I'm using a very small mouse, so you can see that no excuse. Like it's something you can do. So let's just zoom in this to see what's going on there, and let me just add this a little bit. That's already too much. So now I'm going to need to reduce this and open this. So now we can just drop a little bit of shadow, you understand, just to make it more realistic. So now because we have this guy leg here, we have to make this side a little bit dark, just a little bit. No, just a little bit dark like this would actually work. And because we have the boy here, just a little bit dark here, and we can just create this side. Yeah, something like this. Also, we need to drop this too, but this side needs to be a little bit dark. Yeah. So now coming back to this side, we need to show this. There should be a shadow here. So what we're going to do is still the same thing, same process. Nothing is changing. Still the same process. What we just need to do now is just add this shadow. You see now it's not straight like we need it straight, but now it's a little bit bent. So what we just need to do now is just turn this a little bit like this. You see that? And now we can add the shadow. You see? So now we don't want to make it actually too much. Just something light, or let's reduce this. Oh, create a new layer for that so you don't have to like spoil that layer. So that's how you see, very very easy. And if you still want to do that, you can still okay, let's just reduce this so it does not have too much strength over there. You see that? So basically that's just it, and we come back here to we do the same thing, but you don't want to make it too strong, so let's just increase this because it's because of this other shoe. So we just need to add a little bit, just a fraction of this, and we can then increase this. So that's just it. Very simple. Nothing like that. You just need to understand where your light is coming from, where you are putting your shadow, and that's all. So let's fix this side as well, where we have the ball. So now we need to like add a little bit of shadow on Kobe's clothes. So let's just do that. Let's reduce this, and now let's increase this a little bit. Now, because your light is coming from this side, if your light is coming from this side and you already have light on the ball, we already have light on, I think I didn't take that off. We already have a little bit light on here, so there should be a little bit dark area here. That makes it look real. You see that? So very very easy, very 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 easy. Now let's go back to the ball. So this is the ball right here. So let's just add this, and let's add our shadow. So now your shadow is coming from here because we already have light. Yeah, so can you see that? Now this is already too much, so let's just reduce it. So checking out that, like that's how you had shadow. So let's take the shadow, let's take everything off so you see how it looks like this. Let's take this off, and the wall. So you see, adding shadow beautifies your work. It makes it look real, and that's the beauty of every design you want to make. You should know when you want to make when you want to add your shadow. And most of the problem I see when people make sure that shadow is probably people sitting down on a chair. I think that's the hardest part of fixing shadow. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on that and put that out. It's very very simple, trust me. There are ways you can do it, and I'm going to help you out with that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Thank you guys. So let's just add the shadow back and let's move forward. So where's the ball? Okay, so let's add this back and this. So that's just all. And I added a little bit of dark here as well, like you can see here. So very very easy, very very easy, very very easy. You see that I also added here. So you see the power of understanding how to use shadow, dark colors is just going to be like, it's going to top your game if you know how to do that. So hopefully I'll be doing more videos and dropping for you guys. All right, like I said, like, share, subscribe, follow, hit the follow button. I really really appreciate that. All right, thank you.